Check, check. Hello, hello. Okay. Oh my god. Hopefully. Now my. Oh my god. Oh my god, my mic was off. Ugh, I hate this. Streamlabs, you are not. I can't believe I might not pay for you anymore. I hate you. I hate you so much. And then the music widget isn't on. Oh my god. Play your music, you piece of crap. Alright. Music's playing now. Oh my gosh, we only wasted how many? 45 minutes. No, 15 minutes. 11 minutes. We only wasted 11 minutes dealing with the banana pants nature of Streamlabs, which doesn't, like, I don't get why it doesn't just memorize, you know, the last settings I used and then apply those exact same settings. Anyway, I'm making icons for my game. They're going to be printed small. They all need to be different colors. It's sort of like, you know, if you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, it's like the mana symbols. And I get that, like, you know, Magic, or I don't know, they spend a while figuring out those mana symbols, which is great, but I'm trying to do something new, you know? Not just, although, like, the bone's gonna look like a skull, which is like the black mana, kind of. But anyway, okay. So what I'm going for here is, this is madness, and I was like, how do I want to depict madness as a tiny, tiny icon? I think the idea is we're going to go with a brain, and then we're going to add, like, lightning bolts around it, because the brain's getting all jacked up, right? And we're also going to create a fairly big gap, create what's known as the corpus callosum, you know? You know what? Should I think... I think what I'm realizing is having, like, a positive... Okay, if the blue is the negative of the image, having a large positive image is very helpful in these because they're so small. Trying to do just the negative is sort of not super working great. Okay, that kind of looks like a brain. And then I think even small kind of looks like a brain. Okay, I think I'm going to close off the edges, except for on the inside. Okay, that still looks weird enough. And then because that, I feel like this is the what do you call it? This is the... Oh, what's up, Johnny? Is my audio still glitching? Check, check. Hopefully the audio is back. Maybe. Can't hear. Alright. That's wild. That Instagram, it's supposed to be. Wait. Is it muted? Am I muted? Maybe it's... Check to see if your video is muted. Because on mine, I can click... This is so weird. So it's weird because my mixer is showing that I'm here, but maybe you can't hear it. We're gonna just go back to this is ridiculous. So ridiculous. But I like this. This is kind of working. Oh, okay. Haha, excellent. Hello. Okay, I'm glad you can hear it. I was wondering, I was like, oh, I don't know. Streamlabs is weird. I'm like multi-streaming to Twitch and I think YouTube and to Instagram, and I do not like the multi-stream platform that I'm on. I don't know if it's just like user. It could very much be user, but I feel like this line's. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to simplify. I like all the little squiggles, but at the same time, it needs to read from really far away. So I'm doing icons for a trading card game I'm making that I'm launching in a month. Holy moly, less than a month. That's just slightly stressful. I'm doing a backer kit campaign. It's called Cult Crafter, and I need to make all of the little icons for. There's 7 different attributes of demons that you can worship in your cult, and I don't know. So if anyone has suggestions, I'm oh, thank you for the follow, Band-Aid. How's it going? Which one do I prefer to stream on? OBS has worked fine, but it doesn't do multi-streaming. And so Streamlabs does multi-streaming. You have to pay for it. And so, I don't know, like... I don't know if I like it, though. I've only been trying to mess around with it. It doesn't give me feedback very well, and then it doesn't, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just upset that everything just doesn't play well with each other, because I know everyone, like, Instagram makes it, you have to, like, open a separate window for Instagram because it doesn't want you to just stream natively from a broadcasting situation, because then you're not on Instagram. And it wants you to, like, do Instagram-y things. So, I don't know, that's kind of wild. But, I don't know. It is what it is. Like, Twitch is, I don't know. Twitch is fine. Twitch works fine on everything. But then, like, I don't know, Instagram doesn't like things. They're all buttholes about it. But anyway, so I have, like, this very particular style that I've been illustrating this entire set of cards with. And so I'm trying to stick to that while also making something that's, like, kind of readily readable at a very small scale. So yeah, anyway, what are we doing? Yeah, so right now, like, I am not, first off, I'm definitely not a graphic designer, but I'm trying to do what I can. I don't know, like, this is kind of more illustration. It's also design in some ways, because it's designed in the way that I'm trying to illustrate something that's going to be very small and needs to be at least recognizable. And I'm sort of getting away with that with the fact that even if you can't see the details and you don't know what they are, there's some, like, big shapes which hopefully so even if you're not aware that this is, like, supposed to be a weird finger with an eye, I think I want to add, like, the indication of a mouth here. This one's going to be really small. But I'm also thinking about the other shapes I've used, right? So this is going to be flesh. Madness is kind of more circular. Pain is kind of like this very much like a cross shape. This is the one I'm least confident on. Is this is rot? I'm thinking I just might make it a big slime drop. It's gonna look kind of like the water icon, the water mana icon from Magic the Gathering, but, like, I don't know, such is life. So yeah. Oh, see? This is why I didn't do that for rot, which would have been nice, because for blood, I'm doing like a droplet of blood. And so I guess, I mean, I could technically reuse the idea or like kind of keep execution very similarly to rot and just go with a different color, right? It's like, oh, the blood is the red droplet and the rot is a green droplet. That doesn't feel really that good, to be honest. Really. Couldn't figure something else out. That's my own self-critic shaming me about my poor design skills. I don't have time to think of too many other things. You're right, though. So, I don't know. I think that one's clearly the best. I mean, like, I don't know what else I would do for blood if I didn't do this blood droplet. Oh. There is a color there. It's, like, very light. You know, I'm thinking for rot, I might do something a little bit more diagonal. Because, you know, like, you gotta think about things like accessibility, right? People might be colorblind, so they might confuse the red and the green. You know, like, there's only, like, I've already picked the colors, so, like, I can't change the value on everything, but, like, you know, if I'm even just, like, doing shapes, right, I want to make sure that, like, you know, the brain looks more central, right? It has stuff at the top and the bottom. Like, this one is hopefully clearly a skull. So that's, like, a lot different. Well, I don't think it's a lot different, but hopefully it's, like, I don't know, these other two. I like having, oh, the crack is kind of nice. That was more of an accident, but I kind of like that. That's kind of a rough looking skeleton, but I sort of appreciate that. And then, if anything, it looks like, I don't know, like a lollipop shape. So I'm also thinking about shapes while I am trying to have, like, an actual story behind the individual icons that I'm doing. Like, I'm also just thinking shape language because, again, these are going to be created really small, right? It's going on, you know, the cards are this big compared to my head, and so you're gonna have a little dot on it, and so it really needs to be readable, even if we're not thinking of, like, you know, sure, we're doing 7 different colors, but then how can we also you know, make sure that the shapes look different, right? Like, hopefully that it's more of like an upside down teardrop. You have, like, I guess that's a really good test. I should be able to turn on all of these and they should look different enough even if it was the same background. Like that, like this one's kind of split going sideways. This one is like split going up and down, more circular. Again, the worry is this one, which is, I don't know, I think shape-wise it is different enough, so I'm not too stressed about that, but it's also like, I don't know, it's the most busy and less simplified, and I think that's what I don't like about it. So I'm gonna try to think of, I'm still thinking of how I can make something interesting that is, you know, of the theme of like mushrooms and decay and rot, but it needs to be small, right? And you know, iconic in some ways. All right, so we're down. Wait, I gotta turn off that layer. Too many layers. So last one, which I'm a little worried about, is this super dark purple one. It's gonna be, I mean, maybe that's the thing, right? Maybe it's the one that you're like, if I can't see what it is and it's just purple, it's gonna be the darkness icon. But you know, that's what it is. And so there was a part of me that was considering doing doing like white on this, but I kind of would like to not, just because it would make it look so different from the rest of the icons. Like, let me check. I actually have Magic the Gathering cards still. Yeah, even the black uses like a light gray, so I wonder, I could potentially, well, what's interesting too is I'm looking at some of like things like dual lands and stuff. No, they are using different color backgrounds. I think what Magic did right is, one, they have a design team of actual designers. Not, I do not consider I would never consider it. I'm already not doing this right. I would not consider myself a designer by any stretch of things. I'm barely an illustrator. in the way that like designers are focused on solving problems, I really am focused on making monsters. So, I don't know. The thing I could do is I could lighten up this purple, and then it's like a purple gray. And I actually think that's probably the right idea. I really do like the dark purple, but I think when I'm really thinking about like accessibility and are people going to be able to read these cards, I don't know, I can't bring myself to do it. It'd be one thing if I was like, oh, let me add a white layer, which would be kind of cool, because it would be like, oh, it's sucking in light, right? You can, I don't know. See, I think this just makes it, no, I'm not even going to keep going with that. That's just a bad idea. And I think what I'm doing, this is, I don't know, it looks like a weird monster symbol, but it's not giving me enough motion. I want it to look like it's swirling. I don't know, I'm gonna copy that. That is what I'm gonna do. Oh, hey, what up, Wampa? We are... That's interesting. Why is this? Oh man. No! This is the worst. It's fine. So when you paint on the wrong stupid layer, you're just like, why? Alright. We're fine. Everything is fine. Okay, we're going back to painting on this. Okay, got a central black hole. So dark, like this is the icon for darkness, right? I kind of like think about gravity, the associations with like imploding black holes, vortexes, that kind of thing. But I was like, oh, this is, I think I just need to make it more of a spiral is what I'm feeling right now. I love that I just tried to correct the layer I was painting on, and then I literally just did the exact freaking thing. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. We're just doing one layer then. We're doing a one layer thing because I am insane is the reason. I think part of it is that like this is a very kind of this is a very non-intuitive way of designing something like an icon, but I'm into it. I'm into it. Oh, that's weird. I'm just... let me see if I can save this somehow. Non-contiguous, that's what it is. Cut. Paste. Okay, I'll fix this. Someday, this was supposed to take like 3 minutes. Someday, this will be right. Today, at this very moment, it is not it. Okay, just scrubbing a little bit more color, and the reason I'm zoomed out so much is because, again, the distance in this thing needs to be... Okay. I'm very tired. I got like 2 hours of sleep last night. But the distance that this needs to be readable from is very large, I guess. I need to be able to read this from very far away. And so then it's like, oh yeah, I don't know, it's like the swirly purple one. Now that if we're like, oh, okay. It just needs to be the swirly purple one. And then it's like... the other thing I was just thinking of though is that like I was like, is this the best rotation? I don't think it really matters. I think the rotation is going to be fine no matter what. Although, like, you know, when you turn it, you realize where maybe I can edit some stuff. Okay, I think that's just enough of like interesting swirly stuff that hey, what up, Josh? How's it going? Interesting swirly stuff to like read from far away. And again, this is going to be tiny. Yeah, so I'm just doing icons today, at least for now. I will get to monster painting, I promise, at some point. But I really do, like, we're getting down to the line, y'all, in terms of this campaign. So I gotta like move. We gotta make stuff happen. Anyway, so we have the colorless icon. We've got rot as an icon, which is, I don't know, like, I don't know, I'm wondering if I should make the mushroom bigger. And maybe the glob of slime larger. Okay, I'm not done. I wish I was done. I wish I was done, but I'm not. Okay. Let's try this. yet again. And you're like, why don't you use a tool to make a circle, Rick? Because I want it to look uneven and hand-drawn because, you know, like, if anything, that makes it look creepier. Demons don't use vector tools. Demons make things uneven, kind of on purpose. Oh, you know what? What if I change the mushroom? Okay, so one, it'll be growing sideways, and it can grow. We can imply other smaller mushrooms growing next to it. And then we made this a giant, like, morel. Or morel? Morel? You know, like, I studied mycology in college, and I don't know if it's moral or morel. Oh well. We can't do everything, everybody. Hey, what up, Layla? How's it going tonight? How goes the drawing practice? We'll make a big thing. Crater there. Cool, just hanging out. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, cool. Good to hear. This is... It's a little too phallic for my liking, but I think all the holes in it make it okay. That's the way I'm going to, and I'm going to make it clearly a weird shape. The weirder the shape, the less. Yeah, let's keep it not. I mean, it's about demons, you know. It's not about weird dongs. It's not. Okay, I wanted to keep some of the background drippiness, but I think it's still very iconic. Even zoomed out, you might not know what it is, right? But it looks like something kind of creepy, something plant matter. It has holes in it. I don't know. It's like a honeycomb, I think, at worst, or a you know, some sort of like nest, I think. I don't know. I think I'm fine with this because I think this looks way better than this one. I think it reads better at a far distance. You're like, what is that? It's like a green. It's like a weird thing hanging down, and then you're like, oh, that's like a weird green thing. I don't know. I think I can make it larger though, because I'm realizing if we look at like that one, that one's a little bit of a clean read. Even the brain reads cleaner. This one I was also worried about, but I think it's so unique that it doesn't really matter what it is, but it's like a weird, I'll show you, it's like a weird eye and a finger and a mouth. It's the flesh icon. Then we've got the blood icon, which is very clean because it's the most recognizable. We've got this bone icon. And we've got this weird, vortex icon. I think I'm just gonna make that slightly larger, and then I'm gonna call it And we've got our icons. Oh, you listed your first photo for sale, Josh? That's awesome. How do you feel? Congratulations. Wait, is a photo weird or is it feeling weird? It feels weird. Ooh, tell me more, man. Just never thought you'd be there. You'd be there. Well, you are, my friend. Congratulations. That's exciting. Do I have a favorite show? I think it like varies from day to day, or I don't know, it varies from when I'm watching it to like, I don't know, I don't rewatch shows a whole lot. I think, and like we watch a lot of Korean dramas, and so like the way that a lot of TV is set up in like Japan and Korea, also I think somewhat too in like China or like Taiwan, is that like, you know how in America you have a show and then if it's good they keep renewing it, and so that's how you get like Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 57 or like Friends season 82, right? Like you get like these shows that have really long like spans or many seasons. In Asia, it's very rare for something to even get a sequel. Like it has to be like freaking amazingly good to get a second season. Oh, your boyfriend loves K-drama? Yeah, K-drama is so good. But like, so you have like this weird thing where like you're like, oh, I love this show, and then it's really good for like 13 episodes, 16 episodes, usually maybe like 22 episodes, and then it's done, and then like there's no sequel. It's just like the character, you gotta find a new one. So because once we kind of started watching that, there's not a whole lot of shows that I've like continued to watch, because even like American shows, like most of the best shows that I've liked have been like, I have weird taste, and so like it'll be like one season and then I'm like, oh, you canceled it. Like there's this one on Netflix, what was it, 1899, 1892, something like that one I really liked, and then it was one season, and it was clearly meant, there's like a cliffhanger, and so you're like, oh, there's gonna be another one. And there was never another one because not enough people watched it because it's super weird and supernatural and kind of cerebral, but I freaking loved it. Like if you like A24, like not all A24 movies, if you like A24 horror movies like The Witch or Midsummer or The Lighthouse or Nosferatu or Lamb, if you're into those 20 kind of movies, like what, 1866, I don't know, it's like it's the number of 18 something, it's 18 something, and yeah, A24 is great. That, yeah, I highly recommend. Here, I can look it up real fast. It's, what was it, 1892 show? What comes up? Not 1833. 1963. You would think I would remember. It's just like a number, and it's like not. What is it? Yeah, 1899. 1899. That's right. Why? I doubted myself. I thought it wasn't. Yeah, it was a German show. German shows, German TV is pretty good. I found, or they've come up with some like pretty good stuff. Like, I'm into it. Oh man, yeah, 1899. I love that. That was super good. And One Piece. Yes, Layla. We are a very big One Piece household. But yes, you need a second show because you catch up and then you're like. So don't tell me what happened. I mean, I kind of know what happened, but like, because I read the manga sometimes. But like, so my wife cannot handle the like, I need to wait till next week for the episode, or I need to wait 2 weeks for the episode. So we just don't watch One Piece for like 3 months, and then we'll watch like 30 episodes in like a week. And then we catch up, and then we stop, and then we stop, and then we catch up, and like we stop. So, yeah, One Piece, wild, lovely stuff. Sorry, let me close this. I don't need this. Nope. Is the stream muted? Yeah, One Piece is great. One Piece is amazing. 1899, I really like if you're into A24. I just watched Castle Rock on Hulu. It's the Stephen King extended universe. Actually pretty good. I'd give it like a solid B+. I don't think it's like I don't think it was like the best show ever, but it was pretty good. Yeah, Castle Rock was good. What else was really good? I'm trying to think of one of the. If you haven't seen Vincenzo, which is a K-drama on Netflix, it's kind of old, but like Vincenzo is like super good. I really like Vincenzo. What else? I'm trying to think. Last of Us, if you have Max, that was great. Last of Us was super good. I don't know. Like, I'm trying not to pick like the obvious like hyped shows. Like Last of Us, like everyone was like, Last of Us, it was amazing, and I'm like, yeah, I know. But it was very, very good. I don't know. I don't even know. Do not know. Sorry. But One Piece, I'm trying to think of where we're at. 533. Just tell me what arc that is, Layla, and I'll tell you if we're probably there. I don't know. What do I need to do? Sorry. I need to open. Here we go. Okay, background. So like I said, I'm making a card, and I'm also working with another artist, and so I'm designing like a bonus card of his, and he's designing a bonus card of me. 533. Oh, the second game of what the Foxy Pirates. Oh, you're on the second game of Last of Us. But Last of Us is very good. I'm not coming from a place of playing the game. Okay. Yeah, so I haven't played the game. I just watched the show, but the show was phenomenal. Alright. Sorry, I gotta lower the background on this. So he has like this mono, he's doing a my brain is not working. I really do need to sleep, so then like I'm not completely bonkers. Okay, I'm just gonna swatch this because he needs a very specific hex code, which is DA 1984. Hell yeah, look at this pink. Okay, that's just a swatch code, so I can do it. Okay. So this is like a social deduction game by Terrorbox Co. That's my collaborator, and it's called Shifted. I'll send you. Where is his link? Where's my link? Okay, so if anyone cares about the game, what? All right, it won't let me type in my own chat. Jesus Christ, Twitch. Jesus Christ, Streamlabs. What are you doing? Okay, so I just dropped a link to my game. Let me drop you the link to Terrorbox's game, which is gonna be awesome. It's called Shifted. Dropping this one into your chat everywhere. That, yeah. Shifted is cool. We like Shifted. And where I've got too many screens open. So the idea is that there's like a weird drippy monster thing called the Shifted. It's like a shape-shifted, and it's covered in goop, a messy, slimy substance that gets mined. And then the shift, that's what I'm doing. The shift is a black shape-shifting alien. So it's made out of some, so he's doing a darkness demon for me. I'm doing Void, sorry. Void is... Sorry, I'm trying to go back through like all of this like email messages. Okay. Alright, back to where I can see. Kind of like Venom, I think. I don't want to show his card, but I think the... I don't know, I'm going to sketch something out. I think that so he has like this multiple-eyed monster. I kind of imagine it like drippy, beholder-y. I guess it shapeshifts, so like it can sort of be whatever I want it to be. But we can try out some sketches, you know? We don't have to lock this in. Gary the Snail. You know, a little bit sure. Why not? Why not? Why not? Just a little bit of weird monster. mean, yeah. I guess it has like claws, maybe. I don't want it to be an exact thing, exact copy, but I wonder if, okay, I felt like this is too close to the, let's just try to sketch this. I think it's too close to the source material. And I think like the way, like, I don't know, I kind of have, this feels more like I'm doing a demon god version, right, of the space monster. And I think having him kind of have like a little bit of a Hoster style, kind of King in Yellow-esque, even though he's going to be neon pink vibe, I think could be kind of cool. It's like almost like he almost looks like he has a robe. This is definitely my style, is to have like the vertical slit mouth. But this kind of gives it like a little bit of like occultist vibe plus non-thing. Bee and Puppycat. I have not seen Bee and Puppycat yet. Is that like an anime or? Cool. Or is it like a live action or? Vertical mouse freak you out. Yeah, you know, I mean, I think they're like so not what we see on a day-to-day basis, you know. So I feel like, I don't know, they're always a good, I think a good addition to any monster. I like having like little tentacles kind of coming up here and there. Oh, it's animated? Okay, Bee and Puppycat. Oh, like, so, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of what other shows. I have to say I love Dawn to Dawn. The anime that's like on Netflix. So good. It's partially, I mean, okay, wait. I don't want to say it's so good. I don't think it's the best anime ever, but that it's really just that opening song. Whenever I hear that opening song, I want to just like start like punching through walls, and I like start kicking around, and I'm just like, Wah! Like it like sends my heart into like beating at twice the normal speed. I mean, it's a good show too. Like, I'm not saying it's not a good show, but I'm just saying what really gets me is that freaking song that just like fucking drives me insane. Yeah, it's so good, so good. Okay, so now this is the issue, is that the background is like kind of this black. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go with their white and just sort of carve stuff out. It's using pure white. He's using which is pure white. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's super awesome. And it I don't know. Yeah, that song drives me crazy. I can't even think about it. It's gonna drive me nuts. It'll literally drive me insane. I would play it, but I would lose my freaking mind, and okay, you know what would happen, honestly? If I started playing the Don Da Don theme song, the opening anime, I mean, it's like a band song. If I would have played that, I would just loop it. And I would play it again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and I would just keep listening to it. So I'm going to spare us all the pain and not decide to go and be like, oh, maybe I should look this up. No, you shouldn't. No, you should not, Rick. You do not get to look this up. I don't know if I want to do this. Guys. Because he did kind of give me free reign, and I might want to make this like a little purpley. So I'm just going to block in the color. Specialist is the best part of JJK. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched that either yet, so I believe you though if you're like, this is way overrated. So who am I to say anything differently? But all I know is that frickin' Don Da Da Don song. Intense. Like, I think of it makes me want to get into a mosh pit. And I haven't moshed in a decade or two. I've gone to see concerts, but I haven't gotten into a pit in a very long time. And this, man, Don Da Da Don drives me insane. Zero was the best shows fight. I mean, you could mosh. You don't. It's not. You don't have to be a giant monster to mosh. I've always been relatively small and frail. Maybe not. Maybe that's not really true. Compared to some people I see in the mosh pit, I feel small and frail though. But oh, what up, Skulls? We moshing? You moshing? 5'2". So, you know, my wife is 5 foot and yeah, I don't know. I think if you don't go into the front of the pit, if you stay kind of towards the outer side and you mosh and there's room and it's not quite as crazy. If you're in the center of the pit, or to the front of it, it's just physically difficult no matter. I don't think it matters really your size. I think it just sucks and hurt and it's painful no matter who you are. Okay, we're working on this. The background color is at 100% distance. It's probably very hard to see anything on the screen, so I'll turn this down. Like paintball. sipping booch. We are sipping booch, Skulls. Peach paradise, but I'm almost out. I've been sipping booch. To be honest, I got a booch that was like half drink, so. But the booch is done. You know, to be fair, part of like my personal resistance against what I would call a corrupt institution or a corrupt government in the United States right now is partially boycotting companies that are rolling back or just supporting things I don't like, or rolling back good programs. And I found my local grocery store is one of those places. So part of my new struggle in life, my new struggle is finding a place that has booch to shop at to get groceries that I don't hate. So that's why the booch isn't as like prominent as it might be, or usually would be. I need to do support Canadian brands. Hell yeah! Did the music get all anxious? See, okay, this is the other thing I don't like about Streamlabs. I can't get it to, like, play the music so I can hear it. It's like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know, like, if the music is too loud, if it's too quiet. I just have to assume that it isn't complete garbage. But the nice thing about it is that I am able to use it on, like, any platform. That's part of the stupid money I paid with stupid Streamlabs for what feels like a buggy, dumb system, right? Tad loud. Is that better? Tales from the Rick. I mean, that's kind of what it is, you know? Better? Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Tales from the Rick. I like that. Seems pretty solid. Put this text box on top. Ink this now. Tales from the Rick. Welcome to the Inner Monster Podcast. My wife and I love K-drama. It's all intense. That's funny. You know, like, and that's like, I feel like as ridiculous as it is, I feel like that's so on brand for me. Because, you know, I'll be like everything I make is sort of horrific. But I make it, like, I don't know, from a place of healing. If that makes any sense at all. I don't know, like, monsters, 10-eyed monsters with, like, tentacles. I'm like, you're all just a homie. Troll Hunters. Is that like the DreamWorks animated one? Or is that a different one? And I did watch, I think I watched the first season or something. Pretty sure I watched most of that. That was good. Right at the juxtaposition point. Purest, nicest, darkest dude. It's like death to everything, but in a nice way, because we should all die in an equal opportunity fashion. Yeah, I did like it. That was, yes. Kid me and adult me enjoyed Troll Hunters. Death to everything. But it's only death to everything because you're being mean to other people. Not death to everything if you're a nice human being. I think that's the thing, right? I make all these monsters, but in my mind, the monsters are all only going after bad people. Like, if you're just a normal person, these monsters leave you the F alone. Like, they're not... My monsters are always when, like, oh, it's some, like... Oh, did you, like, kick out a bunch of tenants, you greedy landlord? And then, like, you decide to move into this weird apartment that, like, you know... because you threw them out, like some old man died on the street. Oh, okay, yeah, you're totally gonna get eaten by some demon that's like, that was only being held in check by the old man, but you've decided to evict him unjustly to raise rent, and then you're gonna die. And also, yeah, we are the monsters too. Humans are definitely the monsters most of the time. My demons are agents of karma. That's actually a really good description, I would say. It's all me trying to have people get what they deserve. Because we all know they often don't. Canadian in spirit. That's, I mean, yeah, that's very, that's very real. Where's that white layer? I gotta put that underneath this layer. Timmy's. I get that reference. But I don't eat a lot of donuts, and I don't drink coffee. So my wife has had Tim Hortons, though. She's like, it's good. Timbits. Ooh, what's a double-double? Ice cap. These are okay. This is next level. My Canadian business partner did not inform me there was this many variants of beverages that I should be trying. Curse you, Lisa. Kept me from your Timbits. Just kidding. A coffee slushy. Ooh, that actually sounds like it would be something good. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever be allowed in Canada again because of our dumb president, but fucking up relations with everybody. But if I can go, I'll look for a slushy. Oh yeah, go to In-N-Out and you're like, no. You can't just get a regular burger, yo. Or like if like people Okay, you know what? It's an interesting thing, right? Because everyone's like, I fucking hate In-N-Out fries. And I'm like, it's because they're not as greasy and salty as you're used to. You like person with a destroyed palate. Like, I'm sorry, they're not nearly as greasy and salty, and that's why you don't like them. Yeah, you gotta, In-N-Out's very much a like California thing. Oh wait, yeah, right? Is it just California? I feel like, or maybe it's West Coast. I feel like, yeah, they're not frozen and reshaped. They're like freshly cut from potato chips, or from potatoes. I bet you McDonald's everywhere else in the world is less calories than American McDonald's. That would not surprise me one bit. You can cool your fries and refry them to give a shit again when you need to. Right on. That makes sense. But, you know, animal fries are pretty, in my mind, like vastly superior to any other type of fry. Because it's like, so, Layla, like, if you, animal fries are where you take, like, French fries, and then you put, like, Thousand Island dressing on it, and you have grilled, chopped up onions, and you put that on it, and then, if you're like me and you like a little spicy, you ask for chopped chilies, and so they chop up some, like, marinated peppers, and they put it on the side so you can control the heat. Very solid. Very solid. Chopped chilies are great. I feel that that's one thing that like people don't talk about with the In-N-Out thing is they're like, do you like chopped chilies? I'm like, yes, you should totally get chopped chilies. I mean, if you like chilies, I like chilies. I don't necessarily need the heat. I just like the flavor of chilies. Of good chilies, you know? I'm a fan. And now it's gonna be that way for I hate it. Oh well. Yeah, you got cows there. You don't need our beef. No. I refuse. I have painted him before, and I refuse to paint him again. I painted him once. I am not giving that narcissist any more fuel, even in an unflattering light. He's too scary because he's real, right? Like, you're never gonna run into this in real life. Like, you're not gonna run into this. This isn't an actual thing. Trump is legit, like, causing people to die. Or will be, or, like, they haven't died yet. But they're gonna. Ooh, that's fun. Skyline chili? I can't. Do you know about that, Skulls? Because I don't eat a lot of chili because I don't eat meat, and most chili you buy out in the store has beef. Can't be called a vampire simply. Yeah, never heard of Skyline chili, and I don't go to Chick-fil-A because they're very homophobic and anti-LGBT, and I don't support that at all. So I say, apparently it's really good, but I'm like, you can fucking pry my money from my cold dead hands before I give you any Chick-fil-A. They're like super religious, so they're closed on Sundays. Plus they're homophobic. Food fried in hate is 1,000% tastier. That's fair. Okay, so this is the other thing. It's easy for me to also boycott Chick-fil-A because I don't eat chicken. I'm pescatarian, so I don't eat meat. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat turkey. So like, pretty easy for me to be like, not to say I wouldn't do it anyway, because I mean I'm boycotting Amazon, and Amazon makes life really easy, but screw them. He prefers the company of men, as it were. You know, I don't have, like, I'm not in my usual Twitch thing. Wait, where? So I don't have the regular mod admin stuff that I usually would have. Oh well. Canes, but I see Americans getting giant cups of sauce online. I wouldn't say that I know enough about that, to be honest. I'm gonna try to lighten this up a little bit. I don't even know about canes. You know what, I'm just gonna push this darker, I think. And then I'm going to go in with new layer, and I'm gonna do the highlights, I think. Chicken in and out. Do we have that? Is that in Southern California? I don't know if I've ever seen that, but that's cool, I guess. Another restaurant I don't have to worry about because I can't eat there. Ooh, good sweet tea. Amazing. When I'm so starving, I'll go have my giant tub of sweet tea. And it'll be worth my trip to I mean, I do like sweet tea. So maybe that's what I'll have to do next time I find the canes. No, I don't remember recommended trip. That's fair. Thank you. I like that you're trying to pull something out. You know, you're like, maybe they got good sweet tea. That's so funny. America, the Little Caesar guy says pizza pizza, but here you have a place called Pizza Pizza, so he goes hot and ready. That's amazing. I love that tip. That's such a fun tidbit. And it's not, yeah, that's so cool. That's a good tidbit. Thank you for sharing. I love that. I think well, okay, the reason I love that is because I'm very interested in IP law. And so like obviously that's a trademark, like, I don't know. I don't need to go into it, but it's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. You know, I heard, okay, so back when I ate meat, I've had Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and this is 25 years ago, and it was pretty good. However, apparently they are now owned by some crappy private equity firm, and I heard everyone's like, oh, the quality's terrible now. Like, it's not worth it. It used to be worth it to go to Roscoe's, and now they're like, eh. Oh, your Smarties are chocolate. Interesting. A&W. A&W makes my stomach. Yeah, but you know, I don't think I've ever eaten at I definitely haven't eaten in Canada. Yeah, eaten at A&W's in Canada, but I don't think I've ever even eaten at an A&W in the United States. We never really had. We had one in the city I grew up in, but like, I don't know, like it was sort of out of the way and just felt like very niche. I don't know why my family never really went there, but we never did. So I'm like I don't know. Harvey's, all right. My computer is like, you never save this as a new file. What am I doing? Says cold crafter. I'm gonna call this shifted. Didn't you grow up on Yoshinoya's? Man, hell nah, brah. Japanese people don't eat at Yoshinoya's. It's not. Well, okay, I don't know. Would you? I don't want to say Japanese people don't eat at Yoshinoya's. Like, I've actually had Yoshinoya's. No, I've never eaten the food at Yoshinoya's. So I can't say that whatever about it. But I will say that from everything it looks like not very good Japanese food. So I know it's like, it's all some people have, it's fine. Like, I don't hate it, but I'm also not, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it ever. And we also had a Japanese American church growing up, like a Buddhist temple that we went to. And so there's a bunch of old Japanese ladies that would cook and do like potlucks and stuff. And bruh, that's some solid Japanese food right there. So, yeah. I also don't know if we had Yoshinoyas. Yeah, I don't know if we had one. So, I don't know. Oh, Chipotle? Yeah, Chipotle is... So I know, like, some people rag on Chipotle because they're like, oh, it makes me sick. But I'm like, I don't know, man. I've never gotten sick off Chipotle. Chipotle is good. But I also, again, only get veggie stuff. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe they have they don't cook their meat or something. But, yeah, Chipotle is kind of dope. So I'm just adding highlights. I'm not even talking... Like, today, apparently, we're talking about fast food and cultural differences between Canada and America. And I haven't just... Which is nice, because we can talk about that as opposed to me trying to explain why I'm doing certain things while making art, because I don't... My brain is tired. So thanks. Yeah, Chipotle. So... What I love is that, like, with veggie stuff at Chipotle, you can get both the sofritas, which is like the tofu scramble, and you can also get the fajita vegetables, and you don't get charged for like extra meat. So I go in and you get both, and you're like pretty good. Go away, veritable Mortiz spammer person. Sorry, not happening. Bye. I'd delete you if I could. Poutine. Yes. I've had a vegan poutine before, and I assume the real poutine can only be better. And oh boy. I get why Canada is all about their poutine, because that shit's pretty fucking good. Pretty tasty up there. Alright. I've got this weird purple nightmarish creature. I still have to do one more tooth. Where's that tooth? What is that layer? Oh, this is... Oh, that's cool, yeah. Poutine. Thumbs up. Okay. I'm not going to dispute that stereotype of Americans, because like Layla, in my mind, there's coastal Americans, and then there's the rest of Americans. And I don't know. I don't even know if that's true, because California is like its own. We're like, when you live in California, you definitely have a superiority complex about everything, because while the state isn't perfect, and while we have a lot of problems, we're also the fifth largest economy in the world, and like, most of America's food comes from here. We have oceans, we have beaches, we have mountains, we have snow to go snowboarding, we have a bunch of big mountains to hike, amazing forests like Yosemite. Like, we get really spoiled because we have like tech, we have film, like kind of everything cool is like in California. So, and we Californians aren't as crazy into ranch. We also have the weather. That's true. Like pretty temperate weather, besides, you know, occasional firestorms in Los Angeles, tornadoes, whatever. But generally pretty good weather. I talk to my friends on the East Coast and they're like, yeah, the snowstorm, and I'm just like, bro, that's crazy. We don't have enough snow or rain in California. That's our problem. But anyway, but I don't know, like the whole people put ranch on everything. I don't really see that as much here. I'm sure in like the Midwest it's probably a big deal, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. I've been to more countries outside of the United States than I have been to states inside the United States. I've only been to, I've only been, statewise, I've only been to Missouri, New York, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah. Oh, I guess I've Texas and North Carolina. So I've been to 8 states out of 50. And I think I've been to more countries than I have been my own states. Which is like a surprisingly kind of a common thing for California people. Not necessarily that they're like super well traveled, but just like they don't leave the state a whole lot unless they have to, typically. Because of the reason, right? It's like it's also a giant state. I was talking to someone in Europe and we're talking about how like, they're like, oh yeah, like I just drove like 2 hours and I was in a different country. And I'm like, bro, you can do like the nearest not California for me is like 4 miles away. Like there's no way, like you're like, oh, I just jumped on a train. I'm like, yo, that's wild to me. You know, and Canadian weather, I mean, if you're into snow, like it's great. I don't know why you would not. I don't know, like I think there's something warm and cozy about snow. Snow seems cool. Snow day. That's cool. I have never missed school due to weather. I wish. Okay, I'm just adding some highlights on here. You know, I mean, I'll be pretty honest. Like, I feel like being born in California is sort of one of those, like, privileges that, like, you hear about, like, winning birth lotteries and you're kind of like, I don't know. I guess if your family can survive in like California, then like you're doing okay somehow. I don't know. There's a lot of poor parts of California too, though. So, but like, I don't know. It still, I think, feels better than a lot of other states. But again, you know, it's all up to like what you're into as well too, you know. So 7 degrees, 25 for normal. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, nice balmy summers. I don't have any problem with it. When I was running my consultancy, I was like, you know what? Moving to Canada could be kind of cool. Although to be fair, the only part of Canada I've been to is like Vancouver area and like BC, so I don't know. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Save. PC is busy. I mean, I'm sort of like, I feel like I'm fairly well acclimated to like big city life, if that's like nothing wrong with not liking big city life. Like I get, sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe it would be nice to not be in a big city, but I think like based on my temperament, I don't know. I really like where I'm at now, because it's like there's a level of busyness being in this LA area, but because I'm not in LA, I'm not like overwhelmed. Like I lived in San Francisco for 15 years, and while that's not New York, it's definitely like there's sort of, you know, it's like a very specific culture. Okay, this thing isn't showing me what layers or what, so I'm gonna save this and close it. Sorry. Toronto. Thinking I might want to change the eyes. Damn. Are you not a fan of Toronto? Or are you? 30, get to a city, chill in the suburbs, drive 2 hours, get to the most. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I would, there is a part of me that's like, it would be very nice to be able to be a little bit closer to nature than where I'm at now. And I was close to nature, but then it all burned down, so that's not true. There's probably like some parts that are not completely devastated by the fires, but who knows? Hate the city. Nature's me. I like that, you know, we have a good distribution of people who are like into the city and then who are into nature stuff. I mean, I love nature, and I feel like I've almost died numerous times trying to experience nature in a more direct way. Yeah, it can be like I got really bad heat stroke when I was in Zion in Utah. We were backpacking once, and I like almost fell through some snow. Like, there's all sorts of like, I feel like nature just tries to kill me every time. I like these eyes way better. What do you think? It looks way monstrous. Your family in California. A homeless guy threw applesauce at your stepdad. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, like, to be fair, the homeless person could have thrown something much worse, and it wasn't like a brick, or he didn't like try to stab you. Yeah, are you sure it was applesauce? Yeah, we're gonna all just hope that it was applesauce. See, this is a thing, right? Because California has really nice weather year-round. We get a lot of homeless people from all over because they're like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to freeze to death outside. And I'm like, yeah, you're not. And also, we have the crushing cost of living from the big cities. And you're like, well, you could always move to a not big city. And it's like, yeah, but I think there's this hope that you're going to... I feel like not big cities are actually like way meaner to homeless people as well. Because you have people who aren't used to homeless people, so it's like very much like, you know, people like attack homeless people and stuff. Like in LA, you're just like, it's a homeless person. You like don't even bat an eye, which is good or bad. I mean, I guess how you want to look at it, but it's not like seen as this. I mean, it's seen as a problem, obviously, but it's not like. I think there's not the disdain for homeless people, and there's a lot more understanding of like what things have led to that person's circumstances in big cities, more so than others. But he was swearing in French. That's wild. You're like, oh, I can actually understand you, you jerk face. Why are you throwing applesauce? What a butthole. I'm sorry. That sounds very frustrating. Like this creature? That's cool. Thank you. It's gonna be so the way the crowdfunding event for Pocketopia coming on March 13th. Alright. Again. Broken. The way that's gonna work is that if you like every project has a partner, and so if you back both projects, you get bonuses from both creators. So if you back, this is a game called Shifted. My game is called Cult Crafter. If you back both of them, you get a Shifted card that you can only get because you backed this special project, and that's designed by me. And then you're also going to get a variant card from my game, Cult Crafter, done by Matt, who is the creator of Shifted. So that's what this is. This is like a creature in my style, but based off of the kind of the lore and the design of this other game. They're both horror. Like his is like a social deduction game with, it's like a space horror type vibe, and mine is obviously a cult monster vibe. Oh, and I missed Paldy. Sorry to miss you in Instagram. What's up, buddy? More of like, I think it's kind of like closer to like a werewolf type game, or like Mafia, if you've ever played those. Yeah, so it's closer to something like that, I think. Ooh. Do we like the dark eyes? What do you think? Yeah? Like before I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't need to draw the eyes in, but maybe I do. I'm just gonna delete that layer because I'm gonna organize this because I have to send this file over. And it's like freaking bonkers. just gonna put this all in one big folder for him. Monster. So then he doesn't have to like fuck with this stuff. Alright. Let's zoom in. I kind of like, you know how eyes usually are sort of like that? I kind of like this idea of them just being like almost slits. Maybe all the eyes are like slightly different, I guess. Okay, what do you think? Monster eyes, blank eyes, monster eyes. Protocol. Wow, can't be. Okay, monster eyes. Okay, wait. Is this monster eyes or is this monster eyes? They're both monster eyes. Okay, pupils or no pupils? Pupils or no pupils? Do we think that... Do we want pupils? With the black? Okay. Oh, is that like... backpacking? Are you talking about like backpacking, Drigmus? I'm assuming you're talking backpacking. Or you wanted to see if you could survive. So you did like survivalist training. That's wild, homie. Oh, New Mexico. Damn, that feels super harsh, homie. That feels pretty wild to me. I don't know if I even like this color. It's already so dark, it's not really making that much of a difference because it's this highlight layer that I'd have to like... Ooh, cool. Thanks for sharing in the Discord. Wait, I'll check that out. I learned that I wanted water. Yeah, water is very good. Oh, okay. So you're doing like a shamanistic thing? That's cool. Ooh. Man, this green version looks really cool, but it makes no sense. Ah. Yeah, the green, right? You're just like, oh, there's green on the blue. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I love this. This makes no sense given my personal color scheme of the demons, but I just like this. Okay, wait, we're gonna I'm gonna save this as an alt. Shifted alt, just because I like it. Yeah, it's like the simultaneous contrast of the pink, red pink, and the blue green totally makes it go bloop. But I can't. But we can't do that, team. Can't do this. We gotta take it back. We gotta take it back. I don't know. I don't like, I feel like this is a little purpley. I feel like, wait, maybe if I just, I think what it is it looks too chalky to me. Yeah, complementary colors. That's the way to do it. Okay, wait, let me, wow. I just completely took off all of that shading, and it like... Okay. Okay, the other thing is I have to zoom out on this. Because I don't think I like all of the values, but because it's on a black background, you can't see anything unless you have it pumped up a little bit. I think I'll try to take it down a little bit so you can still sort of see what's going on. The other option that I could do, now I have to keep the pink, that actual that's very specific pink, because that was an ask from the game designer or the other designer. Okay, what if I take down this, okay, we're gonna try something. I got an idea. I got an idea, and what that idea is I'm going to outline this guy in white. Because I wouldn't have probably kept this background, but I do want it, like, I want it to be my own thing, obviously, but I also want it to sort of fit in with this dude's game. It would make no sense if it's like it's already he does like black, white, and pink, so the fact that I'm even using blue is already sort of like breaking. It's gonna be like, oh wow, that's a very different card. But I think that's cool. And I think, I don't know, do you think this is working? I think this is one of those things you have to just do the whole thing before you can tell if it works, which is somewhat unfortunate, but because this is digital, if we don't like it, we just get rid of it and no harm. Oh yeah, Borderlands, I mean, they did a whole bunch of like pretty innovative stylistic stuff to make it look 3D, or make it look 2D while it was 3D. But I don't know the name of what that technique is though. But that's cool. This, I'm realizing, part of it is the white just has to be a decent thickness, especially if it's like, I might just, yeah, I think that maybe too much. You have to make enough of a white border, I'm realizing. If it's too close, you lose what you're trying to do. All right. I feel that that's like a much cleaner read. And you also said maybe... Oh, like more weathered. Yeah, that's a fair point. I think like I generally am not a big fan of like this white with the like inverse pupils or something, or like pupil plus white iris plus pink eye. But I don't know. I think like given how this is going to be printed, it's probably going to be pretty small. I'm kind of into it. I am into it. I like that I just like look at comments that are like 10 minutes old, sorry. Alright. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this guy. I mean, because I think it fits in stylistically, like... like, it's not quite as, like... It's not quite this. But if you look at his cards, I think it's not quite his card either. I think, like, this is a fair crossover piece, stylistically. Although we might also, I think, benefit from... a little bit of drool. Just a nice little extra bonus touch of that pink, I think, to help unify the bottom. I mean, the card will be cropped here, so you won't see a bunch of that, but I needed to make it bleed. Yeah. Alrighty, that was fun. That was fun. I think any other last questiony things? What are we calling this? Otherwise, I think save. I think where it has a name. I think it is just shifted or shift. The game is called Shifted. I think the monster is going to be Shift. So I think the way it shows up is that like the card. I think this is just like a player card, so they're pretty graphic. I'm just mocking this up for fun. Something like that. So instead of getting the other player cards, like you would get this one. So it's like a slime-covered demon darkness monster, I think. Yeah. So I like it. It's like the main shapeshifter monster card. So yeah, and then he did a version of I think he did a version of this one, the first Bog Witch. So yeah, it should be good. It should be good. But like in this cool black and white and pink style, which is, I think, cool. So, yeah. So that's what we're doing. Again, if you follow, this is like an easy way to find my crowdfunding campaigns. Check out Cult Crafter, and yeah, keep following along for more. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I gotta go get ready to feed the cats again. I like that that's like how I just end my stream, is that it's literally them like, oh, why do you have to go? Because you have to go feed your cats and scoop their litter box. That's just the life of a cat dad, is scooping the litter boxes and feeding your cats. Anyway, this was fun. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope to see you on the Discord. See you next week. Yeah, have a good night. Or morning, afternoon, probably night. Good night, most people. Cool. Peace out, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye. There we go. Okay. Now I'll say bye.